Hello folks, it's Lilia here. I'm an English teacher, I'm Ukrainian, and I've been teaching English for about 10 years in Ukraine, and today I'm going to share with you my top 5 tips on how to become very fluent in English. First of all, I think we need to look at the term of what fluency actually means. So the dictionary says that fluency is the quality or condition of being fluent in particular, which is not very helpful to be honest, but here comes definition number 2, the ability to speak or write a particular foreign language easily and accurately. And this really throws some light on the notion of fluency to me. So today we're going to look at how you can reach fluency, whatever foreign language you're studying. I'm going to share with you the tips that I've been using throughout my studying process, which is lasting up until this very day because I'm very excited about languages and obviously I'm a little bit of a knowledge junkie. Tip number 1, study public speaking. There are many TED Talks, and the great thing about public speakers is that obviously they present us with a fantastic model of beautiful speech. So if you Google or YouTube, which is slightly better, TED Talks, and find one talk you particularly like, which has something in common with the theme you're currently studying, chances are you're more likely to learn about that particular subject. Plus, it will help you develop this skill of being able to speak, to get the confidence. If you learn more about public speaking techniques, you might discover that in order to be able to speak in front of an audience, you need to boost your confidence quite a lot. So you will have to become a confident speaker. And there are many techniques out there on the internet, so you can go to TED Talks and just browse public speaking techniques or anything like that. And generally, fluency has a lot in common with being confident about your language. If you're afraid to make a mistake every single time you speak, there is a risk you might just lose your train of thought. Like I've just done a few times throughout this video already, and I had to put it on pause so you don't get confused and I don't get embarrassed. Tip number 2. Wisdom has it that speaking has very much to do with listening, so the more you listen, the better you speak. And this is true to a very large extent. And they also say that in English or in any other language, a foreign language you're learning, there are 2 types of speech that are particularly difficult to understand. And if you master those, the chances are you'll become a much more fluent speaker. Number 1 is listening to babies. And although babies don't necessarily make you a fantastic speaker, very often they're just adjusting themselves to the linguistic conditions they find themselves in. It might be interesting to listen to the kids and work on your listening skills while you're doing so. And here's number 2. This will actually make you a better speaker and help you work on your fluency. Comedians, listen to comedy in English. Comedy may be very difficult to follow because of the name dropping or anything very specific or confined to a local area. You will try to figure out what the humour is actually like in every particular joke. And this is great because later, afterwards, you'll be able to create better jokes yourself. Plus, comedy, I mean good comedy, right? So you know which comedy I'm not talking about. The good comedy really teaches you to play around with words a little bit. It's very often based on puns, wordplay, just creating your own words, and that's part and parcel of fluency. Tip number 3, learn about your hobbies in English. What could be more exciting than mastering that hobby you've always wanted to improve on? Now you can do that, and to kill 2 birds with one stone, you may just start learning about it in English. Why not? While you'll be doing so, you will learn quite a bit about your hobby, plus you will master your English. Then, when we meet people, we normally talk about the things we really like. So the chances are you will embrace the language you need to talk about something you like. And that will help you boost your confidence, as we have mentioned earlier. And that will allow you to become a better speaker because you will have all the vocabulary at your fingertips. Here's tip number 4. You guys will never guess what my mornings start out from. Yeah, obviously, so I would wake up, I would open my eyes, I would take a walk to my desk where I work, and the first thing I do, the first website where I go to, no, it's not Instagram, I will just go to Radio Garden. Radio garden is fantastic because I tend to surround myself with English as much as I can. I'm currently living in Ukraine. I do want to learn about the topics I like from high-level speakers. And because I do want to get very fluent, I like to choose the speakers who are more fluent than I am. Obviously, there are so many of them. So I would just pick a radio station that I'm really into. I would go for either LBC London, right, or I would go for any BBC radio station. Talk radio stations, right, where you can just listen to people speaking naturally, chatting, just doing a little bit of banter, interviewing their guests and everything. So I could let that English seep in under my skin so I can start my days productively surrounded in English. When I'm reading something, I try to do that in English. There's a choice. Either I watch a movie in original or I just watch a translated version. I'd go for the original version because this is great. This would have to be a best bet for improvement if you are already a high-level student, but you know that sky's the limit. There's always room for improvement and there are no limits to perfection. Okay, here's the fifth tip, and this is actually going to be a little bit controversial, and I know that many people would like to throw something at me because I say this, but here it is. Try to listen to authentic materials. Try listening to well-educated academic language, right? And the reason I'm saying this might contradict the common belief is because everyone is valued currently in the world, and people are saying that every teacher is valid, right? And there are so many local teachers who are fantastic, both methodology and language wise. But if you want to know more about a specific topic, it's really vital that you target that topic from the best source that you can. And very often those are found on the internet. So if you just go and browse BBC podcasts on the internet, no, I will never stop talking about BBC podcasts just because they're fantastic. You will find out that you can learn so much better by listening to an authentic source of language, right? And you can back that up by conversational practice with your teacher, or just by visiting a speaking club in your local area or anything like that. All right, but with this point, I really want to encourage you to go for the best resource in the field, and obviously high quality radio programs present top-notch quality content. So try going for those, opt for those, and make sure that you learn that language. Put it into your vocabulary notebook, no matter what level you're at. I still keep mine, and I'm not saying I'm perfection. So just you keep learning, all right? Keep learning all the time. By saying that you need to keep learning, I'd basically love to sum up this little video, and I really want to wish you the very best of luck with your English. Thank you very much for your attention today. It was really great to talk to you today. I really hope that in this video I've shared some of my top secrets, which I don't actually want to be called secrets because I think we all need to know about this. We're working towards a transparent world, right? Driven by emotional benefit, driven by knowledge, learning, and the desire to be helpful to the outer world, right? So there you go, guys. Thank you very much, and don't forget to subscribe to this video and give it a massive thumbs up if you liked it. I'll talk to you soon. That was Lilia. Bye.